My lords, gentlemen and ladies, I am John Nash, and behind me you see one of my great achievements, Regent Street, replacing a warren of medieval streets with a grand thoroughfare, more fitting for our wonderful metropolis, and making its way all the way from the Charing Cross to the Regent's Park. And as I see that you are people of quality and distinction, perhaps I may interest you in purchasing a residence in the park. I will give a short visual prospectus later. But today is a special day. It is, in both our times, the 1st of August, and I understand that between you and I, there are now 200 years. So in that case, there is much cause to celebrate the 200th birthday of my Regents Canal. The Regents Canal is a most important one, connecting with the Grand Junction, which makes its way north from Paddington, to the River Thames at Limehouse. If I were to tell you it is just 8.5 miles long and descends just 86 feet from Paddington to Limehouse, you might think that it was an easy work. But then you would be wrong. It took 8.5 years to build. Let us consider the route of the canal. I had first planned for it to pass through the centre of Regent's Park. Boats and barges would enliven the scenery, I felt. Provided, of course, the bargemen were prevented from landing in the park, which could be done by fencing the towpath on one side and planting stakes in the water on the other. But there were so many objections. So I moved the canal to the northern perimeter of the park so privacy would not be invaded by commerce, and raised the banks some 25 feet above the canal so that the boats and barges passing through would be concealed from the residents. Landowners caused us problems. William Agar, the lawyer, bought land on the line of our canal and then fought us tooth and nail, obstructing our work, objecting to our survey, and then blocking his gateway, which led to the Battle of Agar's Field, where our engineers and navigators pushed his men aside. By 1819 we had at last got through his land. Lord Portman refused us permission to go across his land, so we took the canal underneath. This made us extend the length of the Maida Hill Tunnel and pay £4,000 in compensation to Thomas Lord, who had to move his cricket ground. He took the earth from the Maida Hill Tunnel to be the topsoil of Lord's. And still further setbacks. The Islington Tunnel is almost half a mile long and took both time and money to build and to compensate the householders whose properties were damaged during construction. Another setback was suffered when Thomas Homer, the man who originally proposed the canal scheme, fled abroad, having first embezzled funds. The canal ran out of money, and for a time construction was stopped. But a government loan was secured, enabling its completion and giving work to many returning from war. And so, not an easy work at all, but now complete. And I trust that the Regent's Canal will remain an asset to London for many years to come. And I wish you all a similar success in your endeavours, whatever they may be. So, if you are inspired by what I have said and wish to acquire for yourself a small piece of Rus in Urbe, let us take a walk together now around the Regent's Park.